energy is low, and I've got some things I want to take care of today. But as well, get another step in so people at home can see how it's done. So once you get that done, it's just a matter of like cutting out the pattern. Like I mentioned, if you have followed the right methods, then there's actually really great chance that everything's going to come off in one piece, as it should. But if you're like me, it might work and it might not. So again, read up on that. Alright. If this was a YouTube, I'd put a link in the comments, but it's not. So, okay, I just cut through the last, actually. A funny story, when I printed this last, it was the first one I 3D printed, and I used an infill called concentric. For those of you who don't know, it means that it's printing like in this direction, like layer by layer, and then it like steps out in like rings, basically like a tree, and they're not really connected. So this side you can see went all the way to the edge. It's very like really robust. This one didn't happen. It's like it's kind of soft, like creepy. It feels like a foot actually. Like there's some harder bone areas, and yeah. So use that one. It's a little bit safer for cutting. This is really creepy stuff, actually, which is fitting for Halloween. So it's what it's like to cut out an actual foot. Right. Alright. There we go. Then. So I'm varying a little way from the line here because I know it's going to be like a straight line anyways. So I'm just trying to be like as straight edged as possible at this point on a Saturday. It's such a beautiful day outside. That's why I'm assuming nobody's tuned in. Shouldn't be. Should be out enjoying the weather. The very nice weather. I'm actually going to do that myself in a little bit here. So yeah, I'm not making the whole shoot. But yeah, I'll post some videos if I do some pattern making or something this evening. That should be chill for everybody involved. Alright, so if we can get this. Oh. Yeah, so that's good. So I mean, the idea of like when you're peeling the tape off, you're gonna be going in one direction, and you want the tape to be like layered in such a way that it also is going in one direction. And because you're taping on a curve, it has a tendency to curl, so be mindful, be kind and gentle with it, because it's annoying to rip. If you rip it, you've got to tape it, and with all this tape already in place, it becomes like, you know, it's a bit much, it's a bit excessive, waste of tape. Okay, so here I have one flat heel, not flat actually, it's a cup, and you can see how like wildly asymmetric and bad it is, imperfect it is. But when I do flatten it out and start making a pattern, I'll be able to correct some of that. So, here we have it. Let's stick it right there. Ah, I should have taken a photo. Oh well. Well. Anybody out there snapping screenshots, send them my way. It's a beautiful day today in Vancouver. Winter is not here. So, and a little bit of, oh no, see, that's a perfect example of how you should not tape or how you should not peel. You could tape that way, but you got to peel the other way. So that's a good rule of thumb. Peel away from the tape if you can. Yeah. There's more to it than that. Like I said, get the book. Send me a message if you're interested in knowing the name of that book. I will put it in the show notes if this was a podcast. Alright, see that? Ooh, beautiful. Peels right off. Shoot. My mom followed me on this account just now, so no cussing. Which is fine. Because I don't swear anyways. Shoot, I said. Shoot. Cool. So another one. This one's really got the curve. I'm gonna just cut it because I can't deal with it. Oh shoot. Actually, oh shoot. Shoot. Piece of shoot. Oh shoot. Oh, darn. Toot. Oh jeez. Okay. Sorry, things are not going my way with these sticky backs. It's going to be advantageous at this point to stick your patterns down on paper. Oh, it's kind of a Halloween-y rabbit, so that's good. Kind of like, you want to let it fall where it may. The toe is like, there's no nice way to say it. The toe is bullshit. Sorry, Mom. No, the toe is it's just like, it's got curve to it, and when you're actually making the shoe, like when shoemakers make them, that's kind of the more challenging point where they really like tack and hammer it around, and they end up putting a lot of glue there. And because the N Plus doesn't have glue, well, that leaves you on the hook with figuring out exactly how to do the bottom. I'm just going to cut it so I can lay it flat and figure it out later, because I actually don't know what to do sometimes. Often, actually. Right. And this one also, it's that concave. Oh, it's got, a little curve in the heel, so I'm going to split that as well. I know that's something that I'm going to have to sort out in the pattern. Honestly, when I built the first shoe, my instructors were like, hey, you're not going to have time to do the textiles. And I was like, God, for sure I am. But no, I didn't. I just got this like simplest one together that was enough to get on the shoe. But it's dead simple. Actually, I mean, it looks cool, I think, but simplicity, even at this level, it's still like, it gets complicated when you're flipping and folding and dealing with the shoe itself. Okay. So what's left on here is it's actually not of that much use at this moment, because you'll have to like, this is maybe something where you should learn more about cutting and taping on shoes. where it ends. Here on these edges. Well, now that's a void that I've just made. So some of it will be joined with just like a seam. Some of it, actually, the material is going to have to go all the way around, even though you can't see it there. So yeah, dealing with that. It's one of those examples of things that like you really got to think about, and ponder over, and manipulate, guess and check, and find your own way. Sometimes that's the best way. What works for me doesn't necessarily work for everyone. Actually, what works for me doesn't necessarily work at all. So I'm going to label this one though. That is inside. And this one is the outside. As those who have been following along know. Sweet. So this one. Yeah. Okay, so your phone, you have the vampire bunny thing, which is cool. Inside, outside. Speaking of which, hi, I'm gonna go outside right now. So tune in another time, and maybe I'll finish the shoe. Thanks.